Hello, it's Vic and I'm up today to share a process video with you for the July GoGo Getaway Cyber Crop. And my challenge this month is to include banners on your layout. So I'm using the really beautiful Maggie Holmes Parasol Gingham Garden collection, and it's just it's really beautiful. So I've mixed the two collections together and I'm creating my own banners to fill up most of my 12 by 12 page. So as you can see, I'm just creating like the wooden rod. I guess that's what you would call it if you had proper banners hanging up in your house for decoration. And I'm doing that using a strip of paper, which I believe was about 1.5 inches wide by 12 inches long. And I've carefully used a pencil to help start the paper rolling up itself, and some double-sided tape on the loose edge, the inside of the loose edge of that strip, so that when I've rolled it up tightly, it will stick and adhere in place. So I've done that for both of my banners that I'm creating here. And now I'm just going to attach those rod bits. I don't really know what to call them. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a proper word, but my brain's just not working. So the rods that the banners will hang from. So I'm just creating 2 flaps, which I'm attaching to both of my banners at the top. Now I'm making sure that they are 1 inch in from each side. So I'm just measuring carefully here with my ruler, and the tabs themselves are 1 inch wide as well. So once I've worked out the placement so that they're being adhered centrally to the top with a bit of glue there, I'm then using my eyelet tool and my eyelet setter just to help add a little bit of detail to my page. There's something I really don't use that much of, so I was really bashing some old stash up here with those eyelets, but I really love how they've turned out. Now if you're doing a banner for this Cyber Crop challenge, you could, instead of doing paper rolling, you could pop some eyelets in the top of your banner piece, the main piece, and you could just pop some embroidery thread or string through there and adhere it to your page that way, with maybe a brad or something at the top to hold them in place. There's lots of different ways to create banners. You could also have it as a banner that you could maybe place a title in that went horizontally across your page. So they don't have to be a banner like I'm creating here. Now I wanted to add some more detail and give it a flag feel. So I have measured in 1.5 inches or 1 inch. I've worked out where the central point is, again with my ruler and pencil, and lightly marked, and then gone up 1 inch and then cut across the diagonals there, as you'll have seen. So the banners themselves have now formed the basis of my layout. I have 2 photographs that I'm using of a recent picnic by the river, a really beautiful spot. It was by a weir. We saw a kingfisher and a little bit of an impromptu Sunday afternoon spent just chilling by the river, having a lovely picnic, and it was great. We had such a lovely time. So that's what I'm documenting on this page here. So it really is now just a case of me embellishing my page, and I am using a mixture of pieces of ephemera from the Parasol and Gingham Garden Maggie Holmes collection. Some of the flowers have also fussy cut out from some of the papers too. And I'm also, for my title, using a really gorgeous Bramble Fox perspective, Lazy Days. I felt that went really nicely with just the vibe of my layout, really. We had such a chilled afternoon by the river that I thought it was perfect. It sort of summed the day up nicely. And also I felt like the grey colour went really nicely with these Maggie Holmes collections. So I've moved that down just to the right hand side of my photographs there, just to balance the page up. And I'm now backing one of my photographs with one of the cut apart cards from one of the sheets of paper there. So if you're never sure what to do with these cut apart sheets, they're great for like grid layouts and that, but they're also good for matting the backs of your photos. So I've raised that bit up on some foam pad, and the floral banner to the right is also raised on foam pad. So just to try and layer things up a little bit and add a bit of depth and interest to my page. So I do speed through this quite quickly because you don't need to see me sticking everything down on the page. So there we go. So some of those florals that I've stuck down, I'm also going to raise up on some foam pads, and that super cute little bunny there who's just peeking out from behind some of the floral embellishments on the page and sitting on top of my title. I've also used a few little pieces from a Pink Fresh collection just to help embellish the page. So having a little fiddle now, I really liked this vellum bumblebee that you can see at the top there. I thought that was super cute, really pretty. So I really wanted to pop him on there because we were out in the countryside. I just felt it really tied in nicely. And I'm adding in some of the beautiful puffy stickers in the collection now. Some butterflies to colour coordinate in yellow and blue. And some super cute little puffy hearts as well. They also had a few little phrases on the puffy sticker sheet there as well. So I've added some of those in to dot around to add a little bit of journaling to my page. So happy, love and just us. I thought those tied in really nicely too. And I've just stuck that vellum grateful piece of ephemera down, just using some normal cosmic shimmer glue, and it doesn't show through them once it's dried. Now the idea was to add, as you can see, I'm just fiddling there, a journaling tag to go behind my photograph, and I completely forgot about that when I stuck it to the page. So epic fail for me there. So I've just trimmed down a tag so that it fits in just about behind that photograph, and I'm going to add my journaling on that later, which I have already done, and I've added a puffy sticker butterfly to the top as well, just to draw your attention to it. And it just says, a warm balmy afternoon spent by the river with a picnic. We even saw a kingfisher, and the date. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll leave you with some close-ups, and I hope you like the challenge and join in too. Bye.